I accept myself for the way I am. I accept you too. Viewer discretion advised.
All the boys and girls, Joy Junction is the place to be. Joy for you and me.
Come and join us for a half hour of fun and games at Joy Junction. Now here's Ron and Marty.
Investigators link a Florida man who puts on puppet shows to an international child porn network with more than 100 victims. Investigators say they arrested 57-year-old Ronald Brown because he was about to kidnap a child. They also believe he has online chats with people about killing and eating children.
Yeah, you heard that right. So before you go any further, I want to pause, and we're going to really warn you here.
Hello, and thanks for watching this mini documentary on Ronald William Brown. Before we start, I just wanted to take a moment to give a warning to anyone that's sensitive to very, very violent, disturbing, and detailed content involving child molestation, child rape, child murder, child torture, and cannibalism of children. The following report/documentary will contain court documents which detail conversations between convicted pedophile cannibals whom share fantasies and experiences about their criminal activity. Again, a very, very strong warning to anyone who is sensitive to such things. Please consider not watching this program.
I want to thank Random Rants Orion for pointing this disgusting shit out to me. And it comes from a podcast called Sword and Scale about Ronald William Brown. And the reason I thought it was important to cover this is it hits a lot closer to home than you'd realize. This just happened a few months ago locally. Justin Teeter Benzing, 5 facts you need to know. April 2nd, 2018. Justin Teeter Benzing, 36, was charged by Greenville County Sheriff's Office with 2 counts of solicitation of a minor. Police say Benzing planned to kidnap a 14-year-old girl, use her as a sex slave, and cannibalize her. He was released on bond by a Greenville judge with no bail conditions. A South Carolina court clerk said Monday it'd be a year before Benzing goes on trial. When Benzing was released on bail last month, people in the South Carolina community and beyond were worried. Police say Benzing is a child sexual predator who, in addition to wanting to kidnap a young girl and use her as a sex slave, also wanted to eat her, as in cannibalize. Cautionary social media shares, posts, and even video warnings have been circulating since a 36-year-old Myrtle Beach man was bonded out by his father. But besides concern and fear, people are asking how a judge could allow Benzing released, and without any conditions. A forthcoming woman in the judicial clerk's office told the reporter, "I'm a little surprised, but I'm not a judge." When asked about the lack of bond restrictions, including a GPS monitor device or similar, as an option. There are no upcoming court dates listed on records. In a press conference on Facebook, Greenville County Sheriff Will Lewis said that Benzing, who thought he was communicating with a 14-year-old girl but was in fact talking with an undercover officer, planned to kidnap the child and take her back to Myrtle Beach and sell her. And worse. Lewis said Benzing wanted a child that he could eat, physically cannibalize. Lewis said Benzing was also planning bestial sex as well as sex with the girl. Depravity doesn't even describe it. This is beyond the worst type of human being you can imagine. Kidnapping, sexually assaulting, trafficking, killing, and eating. I want them out there coast to coast, Lewis said, referring to naming and sharing pictures of those charged. I want everybody to know what's happening. Every child is a potential victim with someone like this in their community. That's why I thought it would be important to share this. And it's that realization that has people in Myrtle Beach concerned. I live in Myrtle Beach. They're still out there, Lewis said. They're still looking for your children. Benzing lives on Thornberry Drive in the Market Common District of Myrtle Beach. A YouTuber named JamieDlux, that's me, a Market Common resident and former neighbor, posted a video with Benzing's house in the background. The video contains graphic language. Yes, I did. I wanted to point out how close this guy is to the park my kids go to. So we're going to take a little drive from the park right to his house. And fast forward. Oh, look at that. Took like a minute. I am standing right behind the home of Justin Teeter Bensing, who was just arrested in Greenville for going to kidnap a 14-year-old girl. March 1st, 2018, thank you to Brandy for pointing this out to me. South Carolina authorities arrested more than 40 suspected child predators and sex traffickers as part of a recent sting. Not only did Justin Teeter Bensing, 36, want to turn a child into a full-time baby maker and sex slave, according to arrest warrants, the Myrtle Beach, South Carolina man expressed passions for cannibalism and bestiality. Bensing said online communications that he wanted to cannibalize a child 0.6 miles away from a giant park. No GPS monitor, no conditions of bail. Well, I'm going to warn you again. You might want to turn back now, because the rest of this is just going to turn your stomach. But it's important, just like this officer said, to get the information out. The rest of this video has to do with Christian television networks, Joy Junction's Puppeteer, Ronald William Brown, from Florida.
57-year-old Ron Brown is here in the Pinellas County Jail tonight. Federal investigators say it was his gruesome and very graphic online chats with the known child pornography offender that led them to him.
He made his living entertaining kids at schools and birthday parties, but tonight he's behind bars, accused of serious crimes against children. Federal agents arrested 57-year-old Ronald Brown at his Largo home last week on charges of conspiring to kidnap a child and having child pornography.
They were looking at some dirty pictures and they wanted me to look too. Well, Marty, what did you do? Well, I said, look, guys, I like you a lot, and I want to play with you, but I can't look at those pictures. I just can't do it.
August 12th, 2011, 9:41 p.m. Conversation between Sweet Talker Linda and Yui Lime.
Evening, sunshine.
Hello. How are you?
I am good. You?
Doing well.
Any luck with your boy?
No, I still want to eat him though. He was looking good in his last pic that I got.
Great.
Nice, tight ass.
Yum. Love boys like that. Firm, meaty ass.
He would make a nice meal for you. I bet you could handle him.
I think I could. Smiley face.
I am sure. Would you just knock him out?
It would be the best way for a boy his age. And yes.
With something? Your fist? Or what?
A good whack to the back of the head, preferably with something like a blackjack.
Do you think that would kill him, or just knock him out?
Should just knock him out. I have never seen it kill one.
Then just throw him over your shoulder and carry him off.
Pretty much, yes.
I think he would be easy to handle. He is a compact boy.
A guy might have a bit more strength to where he could punch him and knock him out though.
I always thought a punch in the tummy would do it. Knock the wind out of him.
That may work too. But be prepared for him to let out more of a cry, or get his wind back quicker than expected.
I think he might be small enough to take down easily. You should come down and help. You could enjoy him too.
Love to, of course. But I think a first one should be enjoyed alone. Especially with all you have done watching him.
I think you could handle the snuff easy. It would be the catch and butcher that would be hard.
I take it you already imagine snuffing him whenever you look at him.
Yes, I think I would enjoy that. Imagine him wiggling and then going still.
So you will strangle or suffocate him?
He would be a toss-up between the two. I think. Either would be hot. Strangle would be hot, though harder. To suffocate would be easier, I think.
I drowned my last one. Though she was quite small. Feisty though, gave a good fight. Little redhead and she proved it. Smiley face.
I have thought about drowning too. Just slide him into the tub and hold his face under.
I started mine face up and then flipped her over.
That is an idea. I could do that too.
She looked like a little pink frog kicking her legs under the water. Smiley face.
I would have his legs bound and hands bound behind his back. Was she nude at the time?
Yes. She thought she was getting a bath. She was just a yearling. I had hold of her arms behind her once I flipped her over.
I see.
She started with some little swimmer kicks and got water all over, but then went to the little frog kicks under the water. She bucked and wiggled very well for a little one.
I bet. Did she taste good?
She did. She made a sweet little oven roast.
Yummy. What was the best part?
Just a light peach fuzz of her red hair left on her head when she went in. Looked so cute. Her bottom was a little flat, but still good. But her pudgy thighs were just great.
You are making me hungry.
Full of some awesome tender toddler meat.
I am sure.
This was the one I bought from her mama, if we talked about that. I think we did.
I do not think so. But she sounds good.
I do not have access to it right now, but remind me next time, if you want, and I will show you her picture. Beautiful red-headed girl. Not quite 2 yet.
Okay.
And did not make it to 2 either. Smiley face. She was better off being eaten, anyhow, rather than growing up any longer as another trailer park brat.
We could use less of those, that's for sure.
Yes, I agree.
And the taste can be great too.
Smiley face. Yes.
What was the best part of her?
The thighs.
Yum. I would have loved to have some of those.
They carved out like they were butter.
I have heard they may be the best part.
2 plump little steaks with the baby fat all marbled into them. Butt and thighs usually win.
Yes, I am looking forward to my first.
It is an awesome thrill.
Is the snuff or the taste the bigger thrill?
For me it is the taste. If I could eat them without having to snuff them, I would.
That's interesting, but I guess I understand.
Always seems such a shame to have to kill them to eat them, but it is necessary. Not that I do not have some enjoyment from it, of course, but it is my least favorite part next to cleaning up.
That's why I thought of suffocating my boy. Not much to clean up at that point. But I guess later there would be.
Yes. After butchering.
I see. Yeah, that would be a big thing to clean up.
Especially a bigger boy, like your boy.
Yeah, there is going to be a lot of cutting on him.
I am sure. Smiley face.
He has some nice thighs on him now.
Bet you just want, so badly, to get a good feel of those legs too.
I would love to run my hand over them.
Smiley face.
And get a hand on that little rump of his.
Yum. I am sure CK told you about the scene from that TV show we are wanting to reenact.
Yes, I think so. Sounds like fun.
That little boy, for as young as he is, fills out his little shorts very well. Smiley face, he has got a nice round rump on him.
Yes, and that's how I felt about my boy when I saw him in his snug jeans the last pic. Looks really good, though you don't see flesh.
Smiley face, sometimes you do not have to see the flesh to know.
No, not in this case.
Same with the little boy wearing for that reenactment. Through his shorts you can tell. Sorry for the spelling. Laptop keyboard.
Yeah, you probably have a toddler on that lap too.
Don't I wish?
A nice weekend meal.
Yum. Would be so nice.
You will have to get to work on it.
We'll be looking out tomorrow.
Summer is heating up. Should be pickings.
Hope so.
It's so hot the kids are almost naked out there.
Smiley face. So close, yes.
You.
I am off to bed. Talk to you again soon.
Okay, I am off soon. You too. Night.
Hey, Ron, what's going on here? What's wrong with Marty?
Oh, Marty's just fine. He just didn't get much sleep last night. He kept waking up asking me if it was here yet.
It's what here?
He sent away for a video of the Becky's Barn program, and he was so excited about it, he wanted to camp out here next to the post office until it came.
Oh, my. Bo, I didn't see you here. Boys and girls, it's Bo from Becky's Barn.
Hi, Professor. Is it here yet?
It's what here?
Oh, I sent away for a video of my favorite program, Joy Junction.
Not you, too.
October 13th, 2011, 2:53 p.m. Conversation between sweet talker Linda and Huey Lime.
My mouth watered looking at her for sure.
What part did you want most?
With her still dressed, I wanted those fat legs of her first. After she was undressed, that changed to her round little butt. Smiley face.
Yes, I bet it was delicious.
I settled for cooking her butt and thighs together.
I bet it was a lot to eat.
I did not do it in one sitting, silly. LOL. Her little butt was first, with the thighs saved for the next day.
Oh, I see. That would have been a lot.
But they were all cooked together in one pan.
I guess that gave it an even cooking of all those parts.
It did. Watching that pale little slab of girl meat turning color as it cooked was wonderful too. Had her little still intact there too. It looked so cute. So smooth and pure.
Are those usually good?
The outer part is. The slit and the surrounding meat.
Have you always eaten the pussy?
The outer portion, yes.
The inner part is not as good.
No, the best is the lips.
I would like to taste some sometime too. How do you cook it?
Well, hers was roasted with the rest of her little hips and upper legs, but sometimes I just carve it out and cook it in a skillet.
I guess not too big by itself. Was there any part of her that you did not enjoy?
No. It is more of a little snack or appetizer. So far, every bit of her meat has been tender and tasty.
Okay. I think I would enjoy trying that. It would be kind of erotic.
You should. Maybe you could find a small girl, like the one I had. just to try it out. Or even one younger.
Are they better younger?
It is not the taste or meat difference, no. I was just thinking it might be easier for you.
I see. Only sometimes the younger ones are watched more closely.
You could look around and see what you might find. Trailer parks and low-income housing are great breeding grounds for even small ones who are not being well watched.
I have noticed that some.
I have taken babies and toddlers out of playpens and those little standing playthings right in front of their trailers before.
You would have to be fast, I guess.
Yes. You could always talk to someone like Evil Laundryman too. He might be able to hook you up. But there is definitely something erotic about finding your own.
Well, and erotic about eating those private parts too.
Knowing what you are eating is twisted and erotic, yes.
And knowing that they would never let you see it, much less eat it.
Well, a very young one might be more than willing to let you see it. The smaller ones still have no modesty, and if they are still diaper age, they really love being naked, and out of those diapers. But to hold one on your lap and rub, and feel that soft, smooth, warm girl or boy part knowing that you are going to be eating it soon. Talk about hot and wet.
I bet they have to be tied up if they are sitting on your lap and you are rubbing them.
Not the younger ones usually, but every once in a while. A little rope or tape helps the situation when you get a feisty one.
Yes, I can imagine one not sitting there and taking it with trouble. Have you ever tried that with an older one?
Tried which?
Having an older one sit on your lap while you played with them?
Sure. I would say maybe a quarter of them are pretty accepting and enjoy it at first. Others take more time and tape to come around. Smiley face. Smiley face.
Yes, I bet they would not like it if older. Due to their embarrassment and feeling of invasion of privacy.
Even as young as 7, I have seen them being modest and trying to not let things happen.
Have you snuffed while they were on your lap?
Yes, but normally only the very small young ones.
I guess it might be too hard to do an older one like that. Is any part of the girl left?
It is best to have the younger ones for that. There is some of her left, yes. I kept good amount of what was not roasted initially, and stored it for a later time.
I think it's good to have some in reserve.
Speaking of snuffing a prey on your lap, I have a picture, if you want, of a little girl, 3 years old, being snuffed in her kidnapper's lap.
Sure. I would enjoy seeing it.
Attachment sent.
That's a nice picture. That's how I would enjoy doing my boy.
You can see her face turning blue. I wish there was a video. And the tongue sticking out.
Yes, it would be hot to see a video.
You have heard of slimy yet satisfying, haven't you?
Yes.
He is the one that sent it to me. That is somebody of his snuffing the girl. Look at her face compared to her body color-wise. She is getting nice and blue.
Yeah, she's starting to go.
And they do stick their little tongue out like that, being strangled.
It would be hot to see one done like that.
I assume that was a camera phone picture. If only there was a video. Watch her from start to finish.
It would be nice to see a video of it. I wonder how easily they'd go.
I wonder if she knew it was coming. Was she just sitting on his lap babbling, or distracted by something? Did she know anything was up when he put that strap, or whatever that is around her neck? I like how he is pressing in on her neck, cutting off the blood flow, and keeping the strap tight.
I think she is young enough not to have known.
It almost looks like he is pinching her tummy, to see if she will react at all. I like how he has that arm around to block her from grabbing. I would bet he either held her against him tighter at first, until she started to weaken, or maybe they used that sheet to secure her arm so she could not fight, so she might have been fussing and wiggling some when they started. Maybe a little scared.
Yes. I think you are right. An older boy like my boy would have to be taped.
But her face looks pretty dry. It does not look like she had been crying from what I can tell.
No time for tears, I guess.
I bet her eyes got big when her hair was cut off though.
Yes, they probably bugged out and she may have made gagging sounds.
They start with a couple of gagging, choking sounds, like they are going to throw up usually, yes.
Do they throw up? I would like to know what to expect.
No, they just make that sound. I have never had one throw up.
That's good. I would not enjoy that part.
You will have enough to clean, smiley face. Maybe you should really go look around a bit. See if you see any little ones. That might make for a good test subject. Smiley face.
I have always liked the idea of doing an older one.
I did not know, until now, I guess, that you had considered trying a tight little p***y, either. Smiley face. Rats. I got to go for a few. Back in an hour or less.
Okay. Have a good day.
Okay. You do the same.
I'm glad you remained firm in your belief that looking at those kind of things is wrong. I'm real proud of you, Marty, for the decision you made.
Investigators found images of dead children and children being sexually abused on Brown's computer in his home.
From the lamb that had died, to put on the doorpost to keep death outside. Then everyone ate of the unleavened bread. Now Jesus has come to be God's lamb instead.
Now Jesus said, eat of my body, drink of my blood too. For if you eat and drink of me, I will be part of you.
Fucking stoned. I got a motherfucking spaceship. Oh, fuck. Cool, I got it.